Culture TV. Culture, culture, culture. Culture TV. The African, the African, the African connect. Everybody, do what you're doing. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you're doing. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you're doing. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you're doing. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you're doing. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Sunshine day. Everybody, do what you're doing. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Celebration, we are together. There's joy in harmony. Celebration, we are together. There's joy in harmony. Woo! Hey! You don't know. One more time. Everybody, do what you're doing. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Celebration, we are together. There's joy in harmony. Woo! Hey. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know.
All right.
Mr. Harry.
Santeva.
As I said before, welcome to the African Connection Show.
Thank you.
That piece we just played is called Sunshine Day by Osibisa, the legendary Osibisa, the one and only band that rocked Europe, London in the 70s, early 70s, am I right? Late 60s, late 60s.
They started off in the late 60s.
Yeah, late 60s. And then they rocked. They even played with Mick Jagger, with all these people. And is the only African band that went crossover. From Ghana, Teddy Osei, Mactonto, and them, you know. Yaba!
Solar Mafia, the drama.
Yeah, Solo Mafia. He passed 2 years ago.
You see, what I feel is they came in and introduced a different blend of African music, you know,
That was a different one.
different one.
Yeah,
Because everybody, around the time, that's when there was James Brown doing a lot of funk.
Yes.
There was rock and roll, you know, with Elvis and name them.
Yeah.
And then these guys came up with a certain type of music that wasn't, it was something fresh, you know.
Yes.
It wasn't rock.
Yes.
It wasn't rock and roll.
Yes.
It was just African music.
They blended
Done very well
I'm
by
telling you,
some
man.
very good musicians.
Yes. I saw they had a set of a lot of drums. They had like about 8 percussion drums from Ghana.
I remember there's a time they came to Kenya,
Yeah.
and then it was fantastic. I was a small boy that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But then we sneaked into the Mombasa Municipal. They came to Mombasa actually perform in the stadium. We sneaked and
You
went
see,
to
I didn't
see.
know that.
And it was like I don't know what we were seeing then. I mean, it made the whole of Africa proud of African music, a blend of Afrofusion, you know.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, you know. That's a beautiful thing. The reason why we played Osibisa, these guys, they're my seniors. Steve G, Harry, there's Danger, there's 2 young ladies on the saxophone, on the wind section. We got, who's the other person there? The older guy, the drummer, father.
Noel.
Yeah, Noel. I don't know. They invited me and they told me, are you willing to come join us and sing with us, Osibisa? And I said yes. You know why I said yes? Because Jabali, Africa, when we started, Osibisa was our main aim. We were on our way to go to London, where Osibisa, we wanted to follow on their footsteps. But we ended up in the United States. But otherwise, the story of Osibisa, we're going to talk another day because I'm doing a project with them. And these guys, I've learned a lot from these guys. They've been in music long enough, more than me. You know, they were in music when I was 2 years old. So anytime I like vibing with them because Steve, Danger, there's the other guy,
The Noel, the drummer.
Father, you know, a beat cannot pass his ears. You know, when you hear somebody saying you're seasoned, so don't have a big head if you're not seasoned. If somebody has ever told you you're seasoned, calm your nerves down. Your time is coming. So I was humbled by these guys because all the time they do something musically is deeper than my knowledge. So I'm learning from them. Yeah. So anyways, today in the studio, I got Mr. Harry DINGO. Harry DINGO has been in music for a very long time. And, you know, he was one of the Pressmen band. If you remember, there was a big band that came up. Was it in the 90s?
In the 90s.
Yeah, Pressman band.
Early 90s there.
Yeah, Pressman band. I remember you used to call us Osibisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they nicknamed us Osibisa.
We liked what you were doing.
Yeah, but they didn't know Osibisa is what inspired us. So, Mr. Harry, welcome to the African Connection Show. This show is all about African excellence, and what we do there we want to share with the world. And also, it's always good to tell our stories. So I'm going to introduce you again. I want you to tell us who Harry DINGO is and what type of music do you play.
Okay. I don't know where to start because who am I? I'm Harry DINGO. Yeah, that's who I am. But then when you say musically, you see, with music, I've got, I'm a musician who loves his music. I love all types of music, whether it is Indian, Chinese, European, Eskimo music, Japanese, name it. When you come to Africa, when you come to Kenya, you go to Uganda, all the music. Music is music. Music is a universal language.
Yeah, man.
Okay? It's only that the cultural issues will make you change, you sing different notes. The same notes, they are only 12 notes, but you see culturally, depending on where you grow up, how you use those music and we call them the rests in between 2 notes. How you place them, you create the music. So I'm just a small, humble person who loves his music, who is a musician,
You're small.
I'm a small person. Short. In fact, I'm short.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm a short person. That's why I like sitting when somebody's talking to me.
Yeah.
But I love music, and I'm still playing music. Right now, after a lot of experimentation, I've played Osibisa music, played some jazz, we play some rock and roll, we play some Zairean African music. We have also played our own type of music as the Pressman Band. We tried to, but then things were a bit difficult at that time because of the tourism and the radio stations and the media, what they were putting out there.
Yeah.
So if you were a band in the 90s and you were playing purely your own stuff, us as a commercial, but it was a bit difficult to sustain. But we were playing our own music at the same time, combining with the cover versions of bands like Michael Jackson, name it, who other Bob Marley for reggae, and do some salsa also, like, Antonio Veloso, all those people. And all in all, I'm just a musician who loves his music, and I will keep on singing. I'll never retire. I won't stop retiring. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to create my own style of music.
Yeah.
I'm a keyboard player, and at the same time, I play piano. So I'm trying to do some African music, but the main instrument to lead in the music, we've had guitarists, we've had saxophonists, trumpet players, a violin like Jean Luponte. He did African music with the violin. I want to try to do the same type, style with the piano, and see what happens. Some sort of fusion, and then let's hope you like it when I do it.
Yeah, man. And if you have space for the little people like us, get me on board. Because I love music. As I always say, the beauty of art is sharing. When you share what you got, you don't want to go to the grave with the knowledge that you have. It's wrong. It's wrong to die with knowledge. It's good when you pass it on. And I would like, I love doing music. I would like to be on board.
I love Jabali.
Yeah,
I love Jabali. Congratulations, guys. I love Jabali.
Yeah, because I've heard what you play. You're very versatile. And what I can say is like I'm privileged because we've been practicing for almost a month. A month and a half. A month and a half. And from what I've seen you guys play, I thought I was there musically, but you guys have learned a lot from what you're doing there. And also, what you don't know is like you're shaping also my music journey.
No, let's do this together. You started some few years before we started. We started off playing music professionally in the late 80s, 1988, 89 there.
Yeah,
That's there. We started playing music that time. And I think you guys started around 1992. 92. Yeah. Just around the same time, we produced a style of music from coast, because we are from coast, the coast of Kenya.
Yeah.
You see, people are used to playing chakacha, was the main thing that was coming there.
Yeah.
So we took a traditional song and added some Western musical instruments and blended it and came out with a beautiful song called Msenangu. And it made us. That's how
Msenangu was a big hit. Yeah. Even today, I hear it.
And I'm proud to say I was one of the founding members of Pressman Band. Yeah. Pressman is still there. I walk around with I can brag.
Not a big head, but with a nice...
No, I'm a small man with a big head because of Msenangu.
Man, because I was about to ask you, that music, you guys actually, I think you popularized the coastal music. You brought it, because Msenangu was a big crossover.
Yeah, it crossed all over Kenya.
Yeah, all over Kenya.
It was, in fact, it went to such an extent that anybody from coast was called Msenangu.
Yeah, Msenangu.
And people were asking, what does Msenangu mean?
Yes.
They told him, Msenangu means my friend.
Yeah.
Msena is my friend. Also, Msenangu is my friend. Msena is friend. Ngu is an adjective to make it Msenangu, my friend. Wow. So you see, anybody would see, if you're from coast, doesn't matter if you're an Arab, you are from coast, they call you Msenangu. I'm Taita, they call you Msenangu. We are Pokomo, they call you Msenangu. And it was good.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because the style of music that you guys played, was it, what's the name of that? Was it Zele? Because you have different names.
No, that was a blend. It was a
blend.
blend, yeah. We took those traditional and tried to mix them with rock and
Okay.
pop music at that particular time.
All right. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back. We're going to, we're going to continue with where we've left about the music, the coastal music. Mr. Harry Dingo is here with us today. You're watching the African Connection. When I say this is Africa, you say what? Jebo. We'll be right back. Jebo. When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say Jebo. When I say this is Afrika, you say what? You say Jebo. Yeah, man, welcome to the African Connection show. This show is all about African excellence, African artwork, African lifestyle. If you got a book, if you're a scientist, if you are somebody that think, or if you have something that you think you can share with the audience, and it's something that is good, that is positive to society, do not hesitate to reach us on Culture Hub Live on IG, Culture Hub Live on FB, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Culture Hub Live on YouTube. And do not forget, also on the new platform, Afrika, we are right there. Do not forget to subscribe. Yeah? When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say Yebo. I'm your host, Mr. Juice, Jabali, Africa.
Linatoa mfano kwa mwanamke katili, yapo mjazi ya ngano na madebe ya samu, aja kuponyoka ponyo punda asiyefadhili, lakini hapana neno, hakuna mmoja kamili. Kiwani tupa msituni, msitu usio maji, sirudi nyuma baluka, kuudhi yangu safari, kinitizamia mwaka, ntakuzukia kwa vudi, kinitizamia mwaka, ntakuzukia kwa vudi. Kweli natoa mfano, muzidi kuyafikiri, huku ni kuuma meno, uzuri wa mkasiri, nami sipati usoni wa pendo lilivyo zuri, ila ni mpenzi wangu wa maisha ya wawili. Wanitupa msituni, msitu usio maji, sirudi nyuma baruka, kuudhi yangu safari, kinitizamia mwaka, ntakuzukia kwa vuli, kinitizamia mwaka, ntakuzukia kwa vuli, kinitizamia mwaka, ntakuzukia kwa vuli. Yebo!
Woo! Mr. Harry Dingo. When I say this is Africa, you say what? Yebo. When I say this is Afrika, you say what? You say Yebo. Yeah, man. Hey, Mr. Harry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we left to where we were talking about the music.
Yeah.
You know, coastal music is so sweet. You know, I don't know if these people knew. I don't know if these Kenyans knew the diversity that we got in this country. We have so much that we don't even, some of it haven't been discovered. To me, some of the music that we have, we were just talking about it. Because I know coastal, the Mijikenda. The Mijikenda is 8 sub-tribes, right?
Kenda is 9.
It's nine.
Means nine villages. Miji is one village.
Yeah,
Then Miji is the plural of villages. You say villages, they are called Miji. So Miji Kenda is 9 villages.
Can you explain a little bit about that? Because I know there's a youth, and it's a serious thing. I'm sure there's some new generations or young generations that do not know what that means.
This is what it means. It means it's a group of people who speak the same language but different dialects. They have the same language but different dialects. Like when we speak, we understand each other. There's the Giriama, there's the Jibana, there's Kauma, there's Chonyi, there's Kambe, there's Rabai, there's Ribe, there's Digo, and there's Duruma.
Pokomos
No,
are not part of you?
Pokomo not part of the Mijikenda. Pokomos are Pokomos and Taitas are Taitas. Separate.
You see, I'm even learning myself.
Yeah, they're separate. So Mijikenda is those 9 villages, people who speak the same language. In fact, our culture is the same throughout.
Oh, wow.
Everything Giriama does is the same thing that Rabai will do. The musical instruments are the same. The traditional musical instruments are the same.
Yeah, for your information, is on the coastal part of Kenya. Yeah, that whole coastal part.
That's where I grew up. From a place called Rabai, which is in Kenya, coast. That's Mombasa area, but they're from an area called Kilifi. Now it's a county. It used to be Coast Province.
Yeah.
And then it was Kilifi District. Now it's Kilifi County.
Yeah, regardless of if they change the names into whatever county, country, it's still
now
the coastal region.
What Rabai is a place with a lot of cross culture. It was it used to be there. It's a village that used to be there. Rabai used to be there. And then some missionaries came. The first missionary to come into Africa, Kenya, came with Dr. Ludwig Kraft. And he created a mission at Rabai, and it was called Rabai Mpia. There was Rabai.
So a foreigner came and they labeled it into Rabai Mpia.
No. Yeah. There's a section that was called Rabai Mpia. Okay. Because there was the old Rabai who were living around the Kaya. Around the Kaya. The Kaya is the holy
shrine.
They say shrine or forest. That's area where they say Kaya. Yeah,
I've heard about that.
Yeah, the village is Kaya. Like if you find a Digo saying I'm going to Kaya, it means I'm going back home.
Oh yeah. Wow. Now I'm learning, man.
So then they created the missionary. He came and created a church there. St. Paul's Church is still there. And then they used it as a place to resettle the freed slaves during the slave trade. The freed slaves, so there were people from Malawi, people from Mozambique, from all over Africa. Whose their homes cannot be traced. And so the place to settle them was, they created a settlement at Rabai.
Wow. So they used a church to do all these things.
Yes.
A holy place, the so-called holy place. But also, you're saying, because you said there's some slaves that were brought from Malawi, from Mozambique, because I hear there's a tribe at the coast to this day that is still there. What are these guys? They came from somewhere, from Zimbabwe or Zambia.
No, those ones, we call them the Makonde.
Makonde.
They are from Mozambique.
Where?
No, those ones weren't in Rabai. Rabai was purely freed slaves.
Oh, okay.
These are people, these ones, I don't know how they came, the people who came to work, and then they settled in.
They were settled there.
They settled, they came on their own, like the exiles or the nomads or people who they travel around, they came to the southern part.
Yeah, Africa is supposed to be like that, bro.
It used to be.
Africa is supposed to be like that. We don't need these borders. It's good to hear some guys came from Malawi or from South Africa and they came and they settled somewhere around here. Just around here, man.
And then alas, came colonialism and created all the boundaries.
All these boundaries and greed.
We have Africans, but this is an African from South Africa.
Yeah.
And this is an African from Central Africa. You're not an African, you are identified with the area of Africa that you're coming from.
Yeah. Can you imagine how beautiful that would be? Like this guy coming from, there's a brother from Malawi, there's another brother from Mozambique, another one from South Africa, from Swaziland, another one from Benin. Look at that, man.
But the languages in Africa are more or less the same. I mean, somehow if you meet a Bantu from South Africa
Oh,
or
yeah.
from Tanzania, if he speaks,
Yeah.
and you can pick a few words.
Yeah.
You might not be able to speak the language,
Yeah, but you
but
pick.
you can pick a few words.
We had a Swazi bass player,
Yeah?
and this guy came and he learned Swahili by himself.
Yeah.
Because Swazi, he said everything sounds like Siswati.
It's something you know.
Yeah, he learns Swahili,
you know.
even he can write it.
Yes. It's something you know.
Yeah. You know? Oh, man. Yeah, so the music that you play, because I remember there's those guys who are before you, people like Fundi Konde, people like the other guy, the older guy that you just told me.
Yeah,
What's his name?
There was Mzengala.
Zengala.
There was Paul Mwachupa.
Yeah,
There was Paul Mwachupa.
yeah,
And then this song I just did.
yes.
This song, whoever recorded, the original composer did not record it.
Uh-huh.
This man used just to play for fun around the village. He was called Lucas Tututu.
Oh.
He was called Lucas Tututu. He was an old man. He
Yeah.
passed on a long time ago. I saw him, I was very young. He was already an old man, so like grandfather. He composed these songs, he used to play these songs. But if you follow the blend, that music came about, it is not traditional, but the cross culture that blended into Rabai is that brought that music. That
So
I
it's like
played.
the cross culture
And
thing.
yeah, it sounds like it's a bossa nova from maybe South America.
Yeah.
But then if you look at it properly, even in South America, the Africans who were taken there,
It's African music, bro.
the Africans who were taken there, those
Yeah,
who
even
created
the
music,
blues,
created the samba, and everything.
rhythm and blues, all this samba, all this reggae, calypso, it comes from the African DNA.
So we grew up listening to that music.
Yeah, this
from
music,
our parents and everything.
Africa should know, even the Africans in the diaspora, they should know all this music originated from Africa, you know? Yeah. So anyways, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more about the music with Mr. Harry Dingo. We out. Jebo, Jebo. When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say Yebo. When I say this is Afrika, you say what? You say Yebo. Yeah, man, welcome to the African Connection Show. This show is all about African excellence, African artwork, African lifestyle. If you got a book, if you're a scientist, if you are somebody that think, or if you have something that you think you can share with the audience, and it's something that is good, that is positive to society, do not hesitate to reach us on Culture Hub Live on IG, Culture Hub Live on FB, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Culture Hub Live on YouTube, and do not forget also on the new platform, Afrika, we are right there. Do not forget to subscribe. Yeah? When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say Yebo. I'm your host, Mr. Juice, Jabali, Africa. Yebo, 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 Yebo. Welcome back to the African Connection. Today, we are privileged to have this man. He's a teacher. He says he's a small man. But what I know, the knowledge that he got is way too much. He got too much soup overflowing. We need to have some of that soup. Mr. Harry Dingo, welcome back, man. You were telling me about, we were talking about the music of the Mijikenda people. And we stopped where? Where did we stop?
We stopped somewhere where I was talking about the blend of music that
Yes.
the song that I just played.
Yeah, can we pick from there, man?
Yeah. Now, what I played is not indigenous. It is not traditional.
Contemporary.
But it's contemporary. But it's more like Brazilian music or music from South America. This is because of the influence of the slaves who came to settle there.
Yeah.
And then they learned some European Western musical instruments. And then that's what came out of that music. But the Mijikenda, they have their traditional music. Like we have Chela.
Yeah, Chela.
Chela is happy music, happy music. I mean, if people are having a party, drinking, you know, if there's a wedding, maybe celebrating a birthday, it's a happy song to celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay? There's Sengenya, there's Gonda, there's Debe, there's Mabumbumbu. Okay, it's a type of dance, but mostly it's wide. It's very wide, but mostly when people go for after you've buried, after a funeral, and then when people are shedding off you're shedding off the sadness.
Yeah.
Okay, they will call it msiba. Then they will play that thing. They play the music, mabumbu. Everybody will be happy now. You are moving to another stage. Forget about the person who has passed on now. You are actually letting go of the person that passed on. And with
what is the one that you guys, is it Kirigongo? Is there something like that?
Kiringongo
with
is
the marimbas,
yeah,
only marimbas.
That's Kiringongo. It's a different type of music. There are so many musical instruments.
Yeah, there's so many, I know. I've done them before. Some of them, a few.
That's the marimba. That's our Mijikenda piano.
I know.
That's a Mijikenda
I
piano.
know. Marimba.
And then we have the Mijikenda flute. We'll call it a chivoti.
Chivoti. What about Zumari?
Zumari.
Yeah.
That's a double reed instrument, like the oboe.
Yeah.
The double reed instrument.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we also have the horn that would sound like a trumpet.
Good one. And what about the kayambas? I've seen a dance.
Kayamba, that's a percussion instrument.
Yeah, but I've seen a dance, just them playing kayamba.
Yeah, the kayamba is a big ingredient in Mijikenda music. It's like the hi-hat in Western music.
Man, and I'm seeing it right now. You'll see like big companies taking it like just like the djembe.
Djembe is from West Africa.
It's from West Africa, but I'm just saying, we don't want it to be stolen again and be patented by big companies. Like I've seen a djembe that is labeled Matador, and you find that and you find like you see the Matador. You find like these patents, they end up in the hands of those guys. You see?
Yes, but these ones are playing this.
They're factory made, of course. These congas, it's tumbas.
Yeah, they're congas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Africa, most of this world is feeding from Africa, man.
You know something good about Africans with their traditional musical instruments? The musicians used to make their own musical instruments.
Yeah.
So if this person was playing the flute, the chivoti, he would create the chivoti.
Yeah.
And the funny thing that is so strange is that you find a chivoti, let's say, for example, we are talking, let's say, the Mijikenda. The Arabais or Giriama is found in Mombasa, and then we have, let's say, the DINGO is where in Kisumu, that far distant apart.
Yeah.
And all musicians create a chivoti.
Oh.
If you take this chivoti from the DINGO and the Giriama and you play them, they will blend, they are playing in the same key.
Yeah.
How up to today?
How is that? That's mystical.
So mystical. The drums, the bumbumbu and chapuo, the mchirima, even the marimba, the marimba, that was created by a Giriama and created by a DINGO. They will still, the keys will sound the same.
That's it's called spiritual, bro.
That's something
the mystical behind it is in the DNA.
And these people have never taken any special training, like musical training, like know which notes which note plays where. And then we have all these happy songs. Now that we know the Western music, they are based on the pentatonic scale.
Yeah.
If you sonic software say do re mi sol la do la so mi re do re mi sol la do re do la so mi mi sol la do re mi, those ones.
Yeah.
La do re mi sol la, those ones. But then with the Mijikenda music, there's other happy songs. But there are special songs for funerals and the sadness. That's where now the semitones are included. Like the mi fa ti do. So say mi fa ti do ti fa mi. So it sounds sad.
Yeah.
So any Mijikenda song with the semitones, that's for funeral, is a sad song.
I didn't know that, man.
That is what is there.
Did you hear that? Repeat again. Any Mijikenda song.
Any Mijikenda song with semitones incorporated into the melody is a sad song. It was either for funeral. Must be for funeral or a sad song.
The young generation of musicians, I would encourage them to go and study these instruments for the sake of maintaining the originality of the music. You heard it, he said it. All Mijikenda instruments, they are tuned the same.
They're all tuned the same.
They're all tuned the same.
Where it's made.
Yeah, go find out why is it like that. Because for me, in our next episode, sometime in January, you're going to see me in the villages there. I'm going there. I might even link up with him I'm going there. I must find out why these instruments are the same way. It doesn't matter if it was built, if the instrument was built 300 miles away, but I hear they sound the same. I've never known this, but today I've known that. Mr. Harry Dingo, thank you very much. The young generations, they need to find out. And I wonder if these curriculums, they're in schools, we're going to come back there. So, hey, man,
I want to challenge the young people.
Yeah. Because in order to advance, you need to know this. Because Harry Dingo can play jazz, can play anything. He's a very versatile musician. Do not wait for the apps or for the applications to do the music for you. Because they're sampled from the original.
Yes.
They're sampled from the original. Don't wait for those to come and do and control you. You need to control the softwares, not the software controlling you.
Now you create the music. Don't let the
the software,
the artificial intelligence to create music for you. It is not human.
It's not human. It does not have soul.
The human feel.
Yeah, it does not have soul.
Don't commercialize the music and just think about creating music for money. We should create music for posterity. Let somebody 100 years from today sit down and say, hey, these people in the 2000s, they were playing fantastic music.
Yeah, they were. That's what we need. That's part of what Culture Hub is doing. We are doing archiving. We are doing music, traditional music. If I play you what we have here, Mr. Harry Dingo, I've heard from a 90-year-old man here.
Yes.
He's already recorded. He's never seen a studio before. But we have his album over there.
Yeah.
We have a young man who's playing the nyatiti.
Yes.
And we're trying to archive what we can do. And do not look at me like that. I'm also a versatile musician. You know what I mean? I'm a versatile musician. You know, I'm a performer. I was one of the best dancers here
You still
in Kenya.
are one of the best dancers.
You know what?
Nobody has come out to challenge you.
Because we were creating our own dances. And there was no Western influence in the dances we were doing. We adapted from what we had here and came up with the sound. Also, with the sound, we came up with that. Jabali Africa is a blend of all these.
It's a blend
of all this music. Yeah, man.
And I enjoy your music because you sing music from all over Africa.
Thank you very much. That's what we call it, Jabali Africa.
Yes, it's all music from Africa. And,
Jebu. Mr. Harry Dingo.
oh, yes.
Mwalimu, the teacher. You know, you guys, you're teachers. From, teachers are people, you can learn something from them. So do not think like I'm calling you a teacher just for the sake of making you feel good.
Incidentally, I'm a trained teacher.
You're a trained teacher?
Yes.
You see, I'm right.
Incidentally, my first employer to earn a salary was
Teaching.
the TSC, Teacher Service Commission.
Oh,
way
wow.
back in 1986.
You see, now
I
you
was
understand.
I was in college in 1984, 85. I'm a primary. In fact, we were the ones who were trained how to teach 844.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
844. Should I say, was I the first victim or the first?
So
I don't know if I was the first
I
victim
met
of
you in the
844.
I met you in the classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of those who I gave homework and refused to do it, and then we fought.
I don't know. I do not understand
You
if I
met
was
me.
a victim or the pioneers. But we were the first 844.
You are a product of 844.
Yeah, we used to drink milk.
You
know, Moi regime. They used to feed people. Hey, man, can they do that today? In this Kenya of today?
Yes, it can be done.
It
But
can be
then,
done if things are,
see-
if they get things right. You know what I mean?
no, it can be done.
Well, we used to drink milk 3 times a week.
Let's get this straight.
Okay.
Let's get this straight. Let's talk about music. Let's not talk about food. You will start feeling hungry.
All right.
Okay.
So you're talking about the young folk today.
Yeah.
They're not playing music. They're playing a mix of a lot of music. And most of it is sampled music from mostly American music. And the stuff they pick online.
I can say.
What can you advise these young cats?
What I can say is this. Maybe we were lucky as we were growing up, and then we had this musical talent, and then there was an old man in the village. There's an old man, he passed on way back in 1995.
Yeah.
He actually took his time and taught me the guitar.
Oh.
The guitar was my first instrument.
Oh, you play the guitar too?
The last time I stopped playing the guitar was, I think, 1993, 94. I stopped, and the keyboard is nicer.
They took off.
I love the keyboard. I can play the guitar on the keyboard. I mean, anytime. I can do a Syrian rhythm on the keyboard and I don't think there's a guitar there. I mean, it's just changing the fingers. Actually, the guitar and the keyboard are the same. Only one is like this, the other one is flat.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were lucky, and then there was still not a lot of computer-generated music. The only computer-generated music that was there was techno music that was from maybe Germany or Europe, from Europe.
Electronic music.
But we still loved authentic music in Africa that was played with live instruments.
Yeah.
Like you need the live drums, congas, percussions, play the guitar. And very few African music had keyboards in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, synthesizers in them.
They never had keyboards.
We never had keyboards, synthesizers in them. It was just guitars, drama, and then there was the brass section came in.
Yeah.
So to play music, that time you had to learn an instrument.
Yeah.
But nowadays, with the youngsters, you see, music. I feel, this is my personal opinion, music has been commercialized. So to the extent that you don't need to be a musician to produce a song.
Can you imagine?
You just need a very smart computer with the right software, and then you create whatever you want to create.
But do you think it kills? That's why you see live music should be very expensive now.
Basically, the music is...
Live music should be very expensive because when you see humans playing, they're in sync. Whatever's coming from the heart is what you're translating right there in your fingers, through your fingers.
Music is a soulful thing.
It is.
It is
spiritual.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
So music that was played via live, that means it's very spiritual. That's why that music will never fade. It will last forever. It's going to be evergreen.
Yeah.
That's why there's music like musicians like, let's say, let me start from home before I go outside.
Yeah.
Like the music by the Mushrooms. Okay, their music will never fade.
Yeah.
With the old music, we'll still remember listening to them. Listen to their music like Jambo Bwana and Ndogo Ndogo and all the music at the Carnival and all the music. They would always be sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, music by Safari Sound.
Yeah.
Nakupenda, all those songs. The guy who did Hinde, that was Mama Lea Mtoto, those Chakacha. Those are music that was played without the aid of artificial intelligence.
Yes.
People sat down and created it, so it is more soulful. It never dies. Then we go outside there. Look at the music that was done by Bob Marley. Yeah. Bob Marley died how many? Is it how many years? 40 years ago. 40 or what? Yeah. But his music started playing.
Yeah.
We listened to Bob Marley music that was done in the 70s, and it is so sweet. Exodus. Listen to Waiting in Vain.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Jimi Hendrix.
No Woman, No Cry. Those very old songs. Some of No Man, No Cry is 50 years old.
Yeah, even our Osibisa music, our own Osibisa.
Yeah.
The music is
the
old.
music is soulful. So yeah. I wish these young men, before they go to AI for musical assistance, maybe they should learn an instrument. Okay, there are some who have written it, they learn an instrument. But then use your musical knowledge to play music. This music will have posterity.
That's very true.
But AI, intelligence music, after some time it will fade out because someone will always create a better software.
Oh yeah.
A better software.
And also others, if you listen to it over and over,
yes,
you're going to find the music
sounds
the same.
It's mechanical.
Yeah, identical.
It's too mechanical and identical.
Yeah.
Because we are all using the same AI.
Jebo, Mr. Harry Dingo. Yo jina ni mnoma sana, iko authoritative. Harry Dingo. Pana cheza. Sigondi Dingo. Wajua hiki Kiswahili, these young cats would have get, Dingo, Gondi. Dingo. So you were involved, you're one of the pioneers of Pressman Band. Hebu niambie story kidogo kuhusu Pressman, because tulikuwa na nyinyi everywhere we used to go. Intercontinental, we played together. We played together somewhere, I remember in Mombasa. I remember in Bubbles, or was it Visions? Visions. Yeah, I remember one time we did a show with you guys.
With the late DJ Alois.
Yeah, Alois, man.
Those days.
Yeah, the late, rest in peace, Alois. Yeah. So tell me about Pressman Kidogo, because you guys really wash a moto again.
I'll take you back Kidogo.
Yeah.
You see, I was telling you about this old man who saw me And one member of another member of the pressmen was Willie Mwangombe. Willie was taught the saxophone, and only been taught the guitar. Okay, somehow, it's a funny story. We used to sing in the church choir.
Yeah.
So I managed to discover the relationship between the guitar and the piano because of learning music theory. So that's how I started.
Oh, wow.
Then from there, the rest is a long story.
Yeah.
But then I went to college. I trained as a primary school teacher. I came out, Will was out there, and there was Albert, who used to play trumpet, Albert.
I remember Albert.
Yeah, Albert is still there.
Yeah,
Pressman is still there. He's still running the band, still owning the band. There was, and then there is an old man who's a famous musician in Mombasa. He's made coastal music in Zengala. He had his son, who was a bass player, Kilonga, Sydney Kilonga, was a bass player. So Mushrooms, I can say thank you to Mushroom, they sort of brought us together.
Oh.
So the first group we played as children, we were called Bushfire. You know, we were playing just acoustic guitars, learning the drama. Risky was playing with the buckets and whatever. And then Mushrooms gave us an opportunity and they called us Fungus. That was the first name for Mushroom band. So they were playing in the beach hotels.
Yeah.
We went, I think, for about a year. Then 1987, there's another old man he passed on called Enoch Jaffet Mbrabu. He was another politician. He had musical instruments. He offered us, use my equipment. He had equipment. So we moved from the Mushrooms, went to the Mbrabu, we became EJ's band. So that's where now we could not get a keyboard player. There were very few, but he's a guitarist. That's how we managed to get Duster as the guitarist. And he started playing. So I was learning the keyboard, but I never liked this instrument. Much later. So we're just playing the beat, nothing serious, playing in the beach hotels, make a bit of extra money teaching. During the daytime or at night, you go play in the beach hotels, whatever. And then we met some Italian fellows of Tropical Sound. They had a studio way back in Malindi.
I heard it.
Yeah.
That big studio. I used to hear people saying they're going to record in Malindi.
And, Robbie. So they say, guys, we are going to we can sell you musical instruments, but then we finally think we have potential. We can sell you musical instruments and we'll give you an opportunity to pay slowly by installments. So we went and we sat down, what should we do? What name are we going to use? Because now we were using EJ's, Fungus was the name by the Mushrooms, which is a family of mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay? And then there was EJ, it was the name of the owner of the equipment we were using. That was Enoch Jaffet. EJ, his initials, EJ's band. And then here we are now. We wanted to create our own thing. That was way back in 1989.
Yeah.
And then somebody came up and say, it is difficult to get a name. I was wearing a shirt that is something press, nini, on, whatever. And then there was Edie say, why don't you call yourself pressman? Because, a name is just a name. What is important is what you're going to play.
Yeah.
And what you play is what's going to make this name beautiful or big.
Yeah.
The name could be dull, but then what you play,
the
music is going to make the name brighter. And then, so that's how Pressman came.
Allah.
And then we were in Mombasa practicing, playing in the beach hotels.
Yeah.
Then there's another fellow who really liked us also. He thought we were talented. He said, guys, there is a place in Nairobi I'm going to send you. It's a friend of mine called Foresta Magnetica. You go there. I'm sending a band. You go for an audition. If you like, you keep it. So we came to Nairobi, went to Foresta Magnetica, had a 4 days audition. Mr. Gaetano Rufo, who was the proprietor then, said, I like you guys. You're not very good, but you have potential. I'm sure in a year or two, we'll be talking a different story, the way I see it. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So we started playing there in 1989, around September, October. We went on the other year, 1991. We went to the studio, Msenango came out, and the rest is history.
Where did you record Msenango? Was it at Mushroom Studios?
No, at Andrew Crawford's.
Oh, Andrew Crawford's.
Andrew Crawford's, yeah. There was,
yeah, that's where we did our first recording too.
Yeah, Andrew Crawford. There was this guy called Felix Njakumu. He was a producer and music promoter, so he sponsored us the studio, and then the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite a story, man. Hey, Mr. Harry Dingo. When I say this is Africa, you say what?
Yebo.
You say yebo. Yebo. When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say yebo. You know, we know right now we're in the festive season, you know. What I would say, happy holidays to everybody. You know, And be careful out there traveling, you know. I know sometimes some people we're going to be just around within the area code, you know, Nairobi. But also, you never know with art. You might see me in Colombia next week. You might see me in South Africa the other week. But all in all, happy holidays, you know, everybody, you know. Solo, King Solo there, Ahadi, and Solo, you know, family, everybody, Culture Hub. You know, these are, you know, wishes from Culture Hub, you know. Yeah, be careful right there, drive safely on the road. You know, we're going to be right here at the studios, you know, enjoying our goat, our chicken, in the Hoyom Sereha. Yeah, man, our tilapia, organic. You never know, you don't know. Yeah. When the child is born. Yeah, man. It's that season, you know. The vibe is right out there. I know the economics, they're really pressing your wallet. But we say, never give up. You only have one life to live. You're the one who controls your destiny, you know. Let nobody tell you otherwise. Vibes. It must be that thing. One more time, brothers. From the top, man. From the top, man. Vibration, you know. I repeat again. If you're out there, be careful. It's a festive season. I know those drivers in Nairobi, you don't indicate. You don't indicate. You're always on the run. You know, chill, relax, bro. I've seen it. I drive here. I drive all over the place. I've driven everywhere in Europe, in America. But Kenyan drivers, we're going to run with that like that. Yeah, man. Hey, I say it again. Kenyan drivers, I'm open to indicate. Indicate, man. That little gadget is very important. Don't be in a hurry. You know, there's no champion on the roads. Be careful, you know. You might have your relative out there. You might have your cousin. You might have your friend's cousin, your friend's mother or father. Be careful on the road, man. It's a festive season. Be careful, and you know, we all get to where we're going in whole peace. You know. Da, 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 yeah. Happy holidays. Yeah, man, Merry Christmas. If you got what I said, it is what it is. Be careful out there, you know. Once again, happy holidays from Culture Hub. I'm privileged to have these guys on board here. Welcome to Culture Hub. Mr. Harry DINGO. We are not going to leave this knowledge to waste. So we've officially adopted him here at Culture Hub. We got veterans. So if you're out there, you can also reach out to Mr. DINGO. He's a very good teacher. He's a piano teacher, just like Steve Sachs. We got it all here. He said, do not rely mostly on the artificial intelligence. Reach out. Mr. DINGO is here. You can send us a message. You can get him. Are you on social media, bro? Yeah, he's right there. But it's very easy to find. Mr. Steve, he also has other existing classes going on here. Culture, we got it all, you know. Not we got it all, but we got most of it. If you want to come out of here, you know, with something, you know, that you can, we love to share, you know. I have a mentor, I say to, from a mentee. You know, we met through the Grammys. Also, you know, so we're here, we're international. We are not just skylarking here. We are teaching, we are sharing what we got. So if you're somebody that thinks you love music or music is calling you, yeah, music is calling you, reach out, you know. Yeah, man. So for us, by us, when I say this is Africa, oh, hold on. Do you have any closing remarks, you know?
I would say this
Yeah.
to all the young men.
And women.
Stay off drugs.
Repeat again.
Stay off drugs. Let the music hype you. Drugs are a no-go, my brothers, my children, my cousins, and everybody out there. Stay off drugs.
Yeah. Also excessive alcohol.
Drugs. The most abused drug in this world today is alcohol.
Man, yeah. Man, too much of anything is poisonous, yeah. But drugs for real. Yeah. Ugali. Yeah, kule tu mbaya. Inakuokota. Yeah, man. So anyways, we are winding up. Man, you don't know how much I've enjoyed this session today, man. Mr. DINGO, Harry DINGO is going to come back again. We're going to have these veterans. They're going to be here, all of them. And we're going to make it a party this December. So we're going to have, there's the other one, Danger. There's going to be Guido. There's going to be a lot of them here. So when I say this is Africa, you say what? Yebo. When I say this is Afrika, you say what? Yebo. We are out. See you next time. Do not forget, subscribe. Culture Hub Live right there on Instagram. Culture Hub Live on YouTube. Culture Hub Live on Afrika, our own, by Andrew Kibe. Afrika, that's a platform that is happening right now in Kenya. Go sign up. That is our YouTube. Do not forget, for us, by us. Do not forget, we are all over the social media. So we have to be proud of ourselves. And we're going to have Mr. Andrew Kibe coming here as a guest. Love him, hate him, he's going to be our guest next time. When I say this is Afrika, you say what? Yebo. We are out. Happy holidays. The African connection. The African.